Yo, boys, back with another video. Today we're going to be doing the good old-fashioned Arcane, and for the 2100, uh, yes indeed, we are doing the good old-fashioned Ellie and Boomy gameplay. About time, I know. Do be like that. But, yeah, it is about that time to queue it up and run it up here. But yeah, pretty much, it's good old-fashioned Solely Shuffiel, and we are gaming it up. I'm just making sure I haven't already recorded this real quick. No, it looks like I have not. So noise. But yeah, here, these games weren't that bad. There's some other things that I could have done better, but overall wasn't bad at all. Now, this warrior really doesn't have a chance in this lobby, but I think he does end up getting a win. Here I end up getting a DB and a DR cheap on top of the other sheep. I end up ring of firing or trying to. It doesn't work out. Keeping up my 5 stats, I end up trinketing to get this ring of fire off. Big damn. And here I'm kind of just pumping off. I'm popping off here. Just getting a good old fashioned damage off. And, yeah, I tried queuing on my rogue and I've been trying to do 2s, but um, it seems to just, arenas is really bad. So here I get a nice ring and then I knock him into the ring. So here that was a nice play right there, but yeah, I've been trying arena, and usually I would be able to get 21. I'd be able to get Cat her 2100 easily, but oh my, these games are lasting to like 50 minimum damp, and then it's like 80% damp maximum. It's actually ridiculous how long. I wish in 2s the dampening went up like it did in solo shuffle. Honestly, it'd be a lot more fun. So my guy has swap still and dome, but decides not to use anything. But oh well. But yeah, in Solo Shuffle, you know how the dampening goes up insanely fast? That's how I wish it was in 2s. Not 3s, just 2s specifically. It is so irritating to sit in a game at 1900 TR for 5 rating, or, 10 rating for 5 or 6 minutes. It's just, and it's every game. It's not just because, like, nobody plays double DPS anymore. So it's like, it's just, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but when I'm playing my Assassination Rogue and I'm playing with her Chirrut, it is actually just disgusting how long these games last. Even if we get perfect CC, they just do not die. They have an out for every situation, or they're just complete tanks and they just do not die. But yeah, they gotta switch something in arena. Something has to change, and solo shuffle for sure has to change, because this is just getting to the point to where it's about that time to just quit again, like take a big long break until 10.2, which I really don't want to because I enjoy making content, but like I want to be able to play with my friends and stuff and actually play the game and enjoy it and not feel like I'm doing everything for no reason. Because it really does feel like it gets to a point to where it just is really bad. So I end up ring of firing on top of my teammate because I figured he would charge into it, but I guess not. He just walks into it. But if you guys are feeling the same way, let me know in the comments. But it definitely does feel insanely bad to play arena, and then on top of that, it feels insanely bad to play like on my rogue. I regret saying outlaw was good. I'm not gonna lie. I started to realize that unless you get a full melee cleave, it is just. I mean, it's not even good even then. So yes, I do regret saying it was good. It's not underrated. It is complete trash. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, it is. It's all based off of if there's one caster in that lobby, whoever you're facing, like I was doing minimum of like 15k a second when I was facing any type of caster, whether it was an MM Hunter or anything like that. And yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. I'm definitely not queuing any solo shuffle and rogue wise. I'm negative on assassination because I'm automatically 2300, so I can't even bother to do anything on there. Even though assassination does decent damage, the problem is it's too dampened. Like it's like until like 80% dampening, you can't kill anything. You have no burst. So it's like by the time they just kill you by the time you get to that damp, and you just don't have enough burst damage to close out a game. I'm gonna be honest. So yeah, all 3 rogue specs other than sub, which sub is still insanely bad and like frustrating. As you can see, I knock him back into the corner here, and then we kill him right before the priest can get to him. But yeah, it's definitely everything's just feeling terrible. I ain't gonna lie. Like it feels like you have to spend 4 to 5 hours per Q sesh just to gain anything, and I just don't have that amount of time. So I'm trying to figure out what to do, but I don't know. I feel like I'm getting closed in with options here. Like I can't queue solo shuffle. Like I at 2100 MMR at like 8 o'clock, or no, more like at 9 o'clock. I was waiting 40 minutes for a queue. It's like I don't have that time to sit and just wait there for 40 minutes to gain 20 points, and I'm not gonna do that. But I am gonna keep queuing with a cat, and we'll keep pushing and just playing the play at that point. I don't think we'll ever go over like 2050 or anything, because the games are just too long. It's too based off of, oh, if you do one thing wrong, you instantaneously lose because this guy's playing a better class, or this guy's doing this one thing better than you, and you automatically just lose. Because it goes up to 70% damp, and if you mess up one time at 70% damp, you auto lose because you just can't recover. And it shouldn't be like that at all. No game should last over 50% dampening unless both sides are playing extremely well. But no, it's not like that. Nobody's playing well at all. Everyone's just PvEing, and you're just able to top somebody off, or you're able to just use infinite CDs. Like, you shouldn't have any 1 minute CDs. You should have one out per burst go. That's it. Otherwise, if the guy's not bursting and you're almost dead, you die. That's as simple as it gets. I don't know. Maybe it just comes down to this. Every time, think about it. Every time Blizzard has added in something that wasn't originally there, it just gets exceedingly worse. Just think about that. And I wonder why that is. And that's an obvious reason, because they can't make they're not actually good at making the game good. They're good at copying. They're like a copycat. If they just copy what the originals made, and everything's good. Solo Shuffle was the one thing that could have been good that they added in, and it ended up not only ruining Arena, but they ended up just completely just forgetting about it, and now the MMR system on Solo Shuffle is just terrible. So yeah, all over. I mean, it's not a good time. It really is not. But I'm still gonna make content, and I'm gonna still keep trying to play and doing all that stuff that I want to do. But at the end of the day, I just don't know how long I can play this game without actually just hating the game and just completely just making videos to just hate on the game. Because, like, think about it. Every video, there's always something new with this game that I just dislike about it, which there's nothing ever good you can say about it. That's just the truth. Like, I know you guys don't like when I complain, but it comes down to a point to where I wouldn't be complaining if the game wasn't complete and utterly just... When I'm saying it's bad, it's bad. Like, it just really is. Like, if I'm having a hard time getting 2100 with Cat, the game's just bad. Because in Shadowlands, we didn't have that issue at all. We got the 2200 in under... It was easy. When I got my first 2400 in Season 2, that was the greatest moment. It was just great. Season 2 and Season 1 were the easiest time to push and the funnest time to push. Because you actually could gain rating, and it wasn't insanely hard to just gain rating. You shouldn't be... Like I said, you shouldn't be, you should be rewarded for playing the game. You should not feel like you're getting cornered into a wall, like you're running into a brick layered wall just trying to play the game. And that's how it's been feeling for the last, couple years, honestly. Ever since then, there's not been one season that's been even solid. Like Season 3 of Shadowlands, Season 4 of Shadowlands, Season 1 of Dragonflight, Season 2 of Dragonflight. All of these have been bad. Now, the one thing in Season 1 of Dragonflight that's been really decent is Solo Shuffle. The MMR system, I don't know why they nerfed it. Do they not like seeing people gain rating? I don't understand it. If they didn't know this, the only reason Season 1 was better than Season 2 is because of Solo Shuffle. This is the only reason. There is zero other reasons. Now, they did better with the one-shots. Like, people aren't one-shotting as much as they were, like Boomy's one-shot, Rhett one-shotting, Rogue one-shotting. They've done better on that. But then they completely just... It's like you get to pick one or the other. It's either a season where people one-shot, or they just completely dampen. I would rather have Season 2 one-shots and Season 1 one-shots than 80% damp every game. That's just a hot take, I ain't gonna lie. I would rather people be one-shotting than people be dampening all the way up to 80% damp. And that's just how I think 90% of people can agree. If you enjoy actually dampening people, like, clearly you're not good at the game, and you clearly just don't want to have fun. Nobody has fun dampening. You do not have fun dampening. You do it because you win. Simple. You don't do it because you enjoy doing it. You do it because that's just how you have to win. There's not one. Unless you're playing like an Affy lock and you love just sitting in mid and just AFKing into your team, and then you're like, oh well, if he comes out, I can just bleed and we win. Wow. Other than that, you cannot tell me that dampening is fun. Like you can't. Nobody can say that these games are actually fun. Like you can't say sitting in a 5-minute game is actually more fun than sitting in a 2-minute game, because it's not. It really isn't. Like I said, I would rather get one-shotted on somebody's burst than to sit here and have somebody have 90 outs per second to just get out of everything. And that's the issue. It really is. I end up getting an insane double ring here, as you guys can see. But I don't know, it's kind of frustrating when I'm just trying to play and I'm not even, like, it's not the thing that we're playing bad either. Like, I'm playing good. Like, even if I was actually going to play for real, like, with my main teammate, I would still have trouble. Like, it still would not just be a walk in the park how it should be. When there's people at 2600 CR, you would think 1900 or 2100 would be the freest rating that you can get, but it's not. It's actually insanely hard and it's insanely dampening. Unless you're playing Rogue Mage where games last a minute, not even, that's the only win condition that you have of winning. Like, there's no other comp that you can play that in under a minute you win. You just lose. Like, if you ask any double DPS that's a non-Rogue Mage, I guarantee unless they're rank 1, they are losing to every healer DPS no matter how bad they are, just because they're playing a healer DPS. And they have so many outs that it just doesn't matter. By the time you get every CD, you're dead. You don't even. I don't even think you would get every CD at that point. But I mean, I think we've all thought about this the entire time. This is not like a new thing or anything. This has been something that, this is just how it's been. Like, this is not something new. I think everyone agrees with this. But Blizzard their IQ's too low. That's just how it is. Like, their IQ is just below, mine, which is a very unfortunate. If your IQ is above mine or below mine, then you know something's wrong. Because I'm a 8th grade juvenile, so I'm pretty much as dumb as it gets. So you could only just imagine how bad it is for them. If I know, and it's not like I know everything. I don't know all the answers. Obviously, if I was in their stance, I would know a lot of things that they could do to make the game better. But I wouldn't know all the answers, and nobody expects them to know all the answers. But people expect them, once they get something right and they figure out, okay, so people like this, no matter what you change, you should never change the thing that people like. Like, I don't know what people don't understand about that. So, let's say the MMR system, oh, nobody's complaining about it. Nobody's complaining that people are gaining rating too easy. Nobody. Nobody's complaining, unless the people that are 1400 that are hard stuck and they're just complaining because somebody else is higher than them. Otherwise, nobody's gonna complain. So I don't understand how you go from, oh, so they like this, so how about let's ruin it and let's make it 10 times harder to push and let's make the games last 7 minutes long a game and let people gain 10 CR a game. That's fun. I just don't understand how that logic just balances out, but yeah, I mean, to me it's simple stuff, but I guess not. Maybe what I'm thinking is, like, maybe I'm the only one thinking this. Maybe I'm just the new Ven Roki of thinking just God tier, things. I don't know. So I mean, I should be getting a lot more viewers now that I'm finally speaking up. I'm speaking my mind. Everything that nobody's ever said before, I'm saying it for the first time. And I know, guys. You're surprised that I'm saying all this stuff. And, I'm finally saying it. I should have said this a long time ago. I should have told Blizzard personally that, I was, all the information in my head, I should have had exposed this a very long time ago. And I apologize for not doing that. Next time, well, it's all out now. So maybe Blizzard, they'll listen and, it'll be good. But probably not, let's be honest. But hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. If you guys want to see more Arcane, let me know. But otherwise, hopefully you guys enjoyed listening to the good old-fashioned Xvic, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, peace.